Hey folks, how's it going? I'm working away here, and one of my mantras is to keep folks informed when you're working on something. So you build something and then you tell them about it. And as I'm working through the product validation checklist, I just want to share with those of you that have signed up for this waiting list what I've done so far. So this is still pretty early, but this will give you a good sense of kind of my vision for the product. So here's the checklist. I'm not sure if it's going to be laid out like this. And currently I only have two items wired up. But let's go into the second one here. The idea with the checklist is it's a roadmap that you can go through and really determine if you're on the right path when it comes to your current product idea. Actually, even if you don't have a product idea, it will be helpful for you. And so the beginning section is all about your personal goals, your personal values, and your personal strengths. And this is really important as you get further and further down the roadmap. For example, if your strengths and your values don't align with the product you're building, then you might get product market fit, but you won't have founder product fit. With my clients and even personally, I found this really helpful. And so there's questions in this one. This is the value exercise, like what values appeal to you most. So I'm going to just, in this case, copy a bunch of the ones that are recommended here. And then I'm going to go through this checklist and mark all of the ones that are important to me. So for me, being creative, being relational, being my own boss, being well-respected, helping others succeed, having work-life balance, being challenged intellectually, learning and growing every day, and working with a team and having people to rely on. All right, so, actually the family one too. So that was quite a few. I also have a section in this one about which financial values are the most important for you. So you want to be very wealthy, make $1 million plus. Do you want to earn income that's much higher than average, like $300K per year? Do you want to be financially secure and have enough for retirement, etc.? So I'm going to choose $300K. Next, I'm going to write down just a bunch of folks that I really admire. So Nathan Barry, Jason Fried, Derek Sivers, and why I admire them. So for Derek Sivers, it's his wisdom, his influence, his connection with his community, his constant learning, and the wealth he was able to accumulate through CD Baby. And then finally, I'm going to list out what I think my top 5 values will be. And so I'm just going to write those out there. Don't need the periods. I'll just put that like that. All right, so now I can save my answers, and you'll see it takes me to this confirmation screen. Your answers have been saved and emailed to you. So let's take a look at what that looks like. Let's go over to my email, and here it is, product validation checklist. And what are your values? Here are the answers you provided, and then it lists out all of the answers I provided for my records. And even better, it currently also provides you with a PDF. So you could save this to your Dropbox, refer back to it later, but it lists everything out in kind of a well-formatted PDF. You could print this off if you wanted to. I'm really excited about this one, actually. So that's how it works. And then at this point, I could mark this item as complete. So I'll mark as complete. And this takes me back to the validation checklist where it marks my progress. In this case, there's only 2 steps that I've programmed in, but eventually there will be multiple steps, and you'll be able to see, have you finished 10%, 50%, etc., and it'll have a check mark next to each of the steps in the checklist, the product validation roadmap that you've completed. So now that you've seen this video, I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you could hit reply on that email I just sent to you, that'd be great. I want to know that I'm on the right track. I've heard from a lot of you that are really excited to receive this. Some of you wanted to buy it yesterday, so I'm working as hard as I can to get the rest of this content up. It should be done by the end of March. That's what I'm hoping for.